ale no dobra. Niechaj będzie jak jest. Wsiądź. Idziemy.
So tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
Oh, they're my friends. I hadn't heard from them for a long time, so I set out to find them.
Surely a priest can't leave his parish just like that, can he?
Mother Church isn't happy with me. I sinned.
Does it have anything to do with the way you wield a weapon?
It had more to do with the way I wield a
Look, that's Nabokov up on the left.
Ale żeśmy pojechali,
Got a
ty.
commanding view of the whole valley. Now tell me, do you ride as well as you wield a sword? Let's see.
No nie, co wy macie z tym ściganiem?
Go! Yeah!
Ale może jak wygram, to mi coś więcej powiecie? O ty, szybki jest ten koń. W którą stronę? W lewo.
Go! Quick! Yeah!
Nikt nie powiedział, że nie mogę jechać na skróty.
Well now,
Wygrałem.
you're a fine horseman as well.
Bibiana might look like any old nag, but there's more to her than meets the eye.
Bit like you. In any case, we'll leave the horses here.
A very nice fortress.
In a moment, you can ask the...
I can't wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be... Open the gate!
Dajcie mi grać Henrykiem.
Where's the chief? I brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
O nie, to pewnie
Call
mnie.
him. I believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so. What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
Siema.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men.
He helped us against some bandits.
And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan.
O.
Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Jesteście panem
God be
twierdzy.
with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sahanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
O kurde, no nie.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a
Żyżyk
knight,
jakiś.
and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight?
You understand correct. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing.
Unfortunately,
I have a feeling that's just one chapter.
indeed. But you have my friends, and I...
Straight to the point, eh?
First of all, I'd like to see them.
They're both fine.
The word of an...
As the word of a dubious priest with a...
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with
Zaatakuj
Otto von
solo
Bergau
twierdzę.
is, but I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't...
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergov's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most... And I have to admit, the best as well.
Like I said, they're handy fellows. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Pergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good... But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away.
Tell me, father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
Ile chcecie?
How much do you have?
You're not even able to name...
I'm not a negotiator. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Pergau. Ah, well.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather... Maybe I should throw you in this...
Excellent! At least I'd get...
Enough! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad...
You won't get rid of it.
Zakradnijmy się... O! Dobrze!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Trochę gorzej.
Looks like you know how to use a blade. Fighting Turks will teach you that. Hungary? Kosovo.
Co to, będziecie best friends, czy o chuj tu chodzi?
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Kurwa, zmieniają zdania jak chorągiewki na wietrze. I im się zaś chlejemy. Pokonaj buntowników i obroń niebaków. No co za ludzie. Chociaż tu była fajna zielarka, z którą... Było co nieco. Buntownik. Buntownik. O kurwa! Prawie umarłem. Dobra, wycofaj, cofaj. Pięknie. Ajajaj, kurwa.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise.
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's Istvan Toff and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick!
O Boże, Istvan był szpiegiem tego Bergowa. O Jesus Christ.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you.
I zamknęli mnie w pełnej zbroi.
As for you, well, we'll see about you.
Brzmi jak zły pomysł. Jak się buja.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt! Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are? Where's my sword?
Who is this? Man. Surely you're not going to listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
O!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows.
Masz fajny kubraczek.
That's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered.
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
O!
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka,
Ziszka. O.
I'm not done with you yet.
Ziomek, jesteś zakuty w stal, a to jest tylko drewno. Ogarnij.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough. One way or
Istvanem.
What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog! You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zhishka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that
Wenceslas.
bastard Zhishka.
Why did you help him?
Dobra.
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Gdzie mój miecz?
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though. Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Jak się zamierzasz wydostać? No dobra.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Okej. Przebij głową te dechy.
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. It's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
O! Raz się ptaszek za mną wstawił. Wow.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
What's the matter? Lost
No
your
i
tongue?
po mojej zbroi.
Think he was looking for this.
You swine!
You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell!
Eric! We're just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
There's always time for this.
No, we've got to flee now.
Otwórz moją celę.
There'll be time when we meet again.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck it!
I tu wchodzi nasz ksiądz.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen!
It's Godwin!
You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can't you even deliver a letter?
Tak po prostu się z nim kolegujemy teraz?
Get those fuckers.
They're riding to Trusky. You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you when you came at me with von Bergov's army. Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier. And weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in
Ja
all
też.
this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us. but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trocnov, also known as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
We know about his past, but it seems he's changed his mind and sided with King Wenceslas. After all, we came here to try to make Lord von Burgov and the League of Lords turn against Sigismund.
Jobst can be very convincing, and then all of a sudden his dagger's in your back. I've seen him twist and turn so many times that I don't believe a word he says. Be that as it may, what you said means we, here and now, really are on the same side.
Aye. But what I want to know is how it came about that instead of delivering a letter, those boys joined our enemy.
Bergov.
Von Burgov maneuvered us into it. It was easy to win us over. Zizka here attacked us first, and then von Burgov. And Istvan was with him too.
And Istvan was actually working for von Burgov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band, and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
Dobra, po kolei. Jakie masz zadanie,
If
Ziszko?
you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Burgov is traitor-in-chief.
Okej, czemu nas
I
zaatakowaliście?
understand you were out to harm von Burgov, but why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Burgov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
And you killed my men. Though some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain.
Tell that to Oates.
Znasz Katarzynę? O, właśnie.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Okej.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women. There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
Well, that is true. You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, it's hard to keep them reined in.
To kim jest kurwa Katarzyna?
Did you want to kill von Burgov?
Of course, but just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. We hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Burgov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say...
Harassing a bit? No offense, but your Istvan took Taumburg Castle. He assembled the whole region, had to ban...
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded... And who did you...
Mój Istvan nie ostrzegł
Why did
Bergowa.
Istvan let you ambush von Burgov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do it. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. While we're on the subject of Istvan,
O tak.
It's a pretty... As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region, and his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather.
that's a long...
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and when he found out who I was, or he was already Sigismund.
Skąd wiedział o
How did
wodzie?
you
O
manage to
właśnie.
set that trap in the ravine so quickly?
Katarzyna, ona to
We
zrobiła.
only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Katarzynkę ma.
Come on!
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I had...
Certainly not.
I have the feeling it
He dropped by to see me just as the bishop... He said you'd been gone suspiciously long. And I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was...
I think so too.
How did Semine come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It was the same with the miller, though he had What actually happened to Semine?
Von Berghoff sent his men to take... Both Jan and Olda are alive, but they had to flee. We burnt down the fortress to cover their escape.
Oh, thank God for that.
What are we gonna do?
We can't stay here. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff, word will get out about his humiliation.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet. What about that Jobst of yours? Should you say...
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to
That sounds...
You see? Oh, and would you like me to take another look at your eye?
Is medicine another of your skill?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start.
Sorry,
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost... And then you came along. Still, I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort.
Jeszcze. No dobra.
Holy shit!
Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
Pokaż, pokaż, pokaż.
I'll have to clean that out.
W sensie wypalić? Czy łyżeczką wyciągnąć?
Just get it over with.
Uuu.
Will he survive?
With God's help.
To było oko tylko,
That's
to chyba...
not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep. As long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye.
O!
He just needs to get a...
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning.
can we help some?
Aye. And keep your hands off our Clara. But if you really want to be useful...
I think I know. I'm going to need your...
Leave me out of it.
I'll be happy to.
We should say a few words for those who can no longer dig their... It's been a hellishly
O,
long
w
day
końcu!
today. Thank God we managed to...